Hello everyone, welcome to another movie review, and this time it's on the movie The Lazarus Effect. This movie came out back in 2015. What do I think about this movie? Is it great? Is it good? Is it bad? I personally think it's actually a great movie. This was my second time watching this movie, second time viewing this movie. And this time around, I caught things that I didn't get the first time. And I think that's what made me love this even more this time around. Yeah, certain things in the movies that you might miss, you might skip the first time around because you're concentrating on so many things, and you just, certain things just pass you by. And so in the second viewing, you can actually see other things happening. So that's what really drew me in even more this time around. Yes. What else? Okay, so yeah, the cast. I don't know too many people in this movie. I do know two people. Donald Glover, or I could be wrong about this, but I think he's related to Danny Glover. I could be wrong. I think it's his son. Again, I could be wrong about that. I really could be wrong about that. And the second one is Olivia Wilde. Anyone who loves the TV show House will know who she is. And to me personally, I think for the most part, I've only seen her in two things. This and the TV show House. And from what I've seen her, she's actually done a very good job. A very good job. But anyhow, that being said, I don't know any of the other actors in this movie, but overall, I do think the acting, it's nothing great. At the same time, it's nothing bad. It's a very good cast, done very well. Who is the director? I have it up on my screen here. David Gelb? Interesting. Well, David, you did actually a very good job with the direction of the acting. You could have done a better job, but I'm not going to complain because overall, the acting, it was still very good. Thank you. That being said, let's move on to another aspect. The story, the plot of this movie, I would have to say is what intrigued me more into this movie. Yeah. And I would have to say the plot is actually very, very interesting. And to a point where I would have to say it's actually a great plot. A great plot. But how it's written, how it's done, it's not exactly great, but it's not bad. I would have to say it's written actually really well, very well at times. But it's nothing amazing. But I still love this movie. That being said, going over to another aspect. For most part, this movie isn't really... how would I say this? It isn't really this type of genre until later on in the movie, which I love. Because it starts, to me personally, it starts off as a drama movie, but then it takes a turn. And this is where I'd have to say I love the twist that this movie provides. Because you should know me by now. I've said this before. For the majority part, I love action movies, and what else do I love? Horror movies. Yeah, this movie took a twist into the horror aspect of it, and I have to say that was extremely well done. Extremely well done. I'm trying not to spoil too much, but I did have to put that out. It is a horror movie. I don't think that's really spoiling, or anything really. I really don't think so. And that is what hooked me in even more. Oh yes. That being said, well, it is a horror movie, and so is there a skill factor? That's the last thing. Is there a skill factor? I'd have to say not really. Well, if you're a newcomer to the genre of horror, yes, you might be skilled by this. You might actually be skilled by this. But that being said, I've seen so many over the years, so it's become null and void for me for so many movies. But that being said, so it even this time, it didn't really scare me. But the horror aspect was just great. Just because a horror movie doesn't have a skill factor, it doesn't mean that it's bad. They can still be great. They can still be great. But yeah, I digress. Anyhow, I've talked about everything that I really wanted to talk about for this movie. IMDb, with all the users combined, gives this movie a 5.2 out of 10. What do I think about that? I disagree with it completely. Completely. This movie does have its flaws. I give it that. But for the most part, for the majority, I love this movie. And I'd have to give this movie none other than an 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. It's a great movie. To me personally, it's a great movie. But the all flaws, it could have been somewhat better though. So yeah, as you can tell, I really disagree with IMDb's rating with all the users combined. I do remember the first time I watched this movie, I remember looking at the reviews, the comments on IMDb, and most people said that they loved this movie. So I don't know why it has such a low rating. Such a low rating. There are a few comments of a few reviews on IMDb from people that say that they didn't like it, didn't like this. It's like, okay, to me personally, that's fine. To each to his or her own, dude. His or her own. But the majority love this, either like this movie or love this movie. And I'm one of the people that love this movie. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this. And if you love this movie or didn't love this movie, you can let me know in the comments section down below. Let me know what you think, what your thoughts are. How many times can I say movie in one sentence? Movie. So you can like this video, like this review, and you can subscribe to my channel if you love my content. So I want to take one for taking time to watch. Join me next time for another movie review I think to do soon. Movie. I am out.